Hello, minasan. Hikiyami Moriko desu, and welcome to the last stream of the year. It's just no more time to do more streams. There's no more days, nothing else to do. It's just the end. But at the same time, it's a new beginning. I'm not trying to be deep or anything, it's just how time works, I guess. How are you guys doing? Whenever said thank you for coming to the stream. Als H to you too. How are you doing? Um, so I guess I'm not good at making specials. I think you guys know by now that I'm not good at making special streams or celebrations or anything of the sort. But the year is ending. We are not dead. We are arguably good enough, so might as well celebrate, right? I'm probably gonna celebrate next year, hopefully. I don't know, but I think it's a good chance first to do some tier listing just for random fun. And then I'm gonna go through the year real fast. Don't worry, it's not gonna be like 5 hours of me recapping the entirety of the year. But it's something funny because preparing to this stream, I was checking the things I did during the year, right? Like art, like games I played, indie games I played, AAA games, things I stream, everything I did, right? Anime I watched, movies I watched, stuff like that. And I was surprised by the amount of things that I actually managed to do, which is something I could not say from the last 3 years. I think 2023, 2022, 2021, and maybe 2020. I don't think I did that much, right? I think 2020 and 2021 understandable because of what was happening, right? 2022 I was still recovering, but honestly I have no excuse for 2023. It's like I wasn't in the mood of doing things, and I don't know, it just feels good to look back and maybe I didn't do anything that was worth it, but I did stuff that I enjoy, right? Hopefully it's the same case for you two guys. If you have something to say, like, oh, I enjoyed this during this year, I discovered this new thing during this year, I got this new thing during this year, you can let me know in the chat. It's good to share that kind of stuff, right? But for now, let's just begin with New Year's Eve activities tier list maker. Now, this one surprised me a lot because I didn't check the entries, but I don't really do anything on New Year's, right? I never do like a specific activity, so it will be fun to see what kind of stuff people do in New Year's. I'm kind of blocking the chat, but just let me be tailored for this stream, right? By the way, this is the actual size difference between me and Imoto, and just put us in the same. She's over a box usually because otherwise we wouldn't be showing both on screen. So let's just begin with the tier listing, right? And the first one says, watch the ball drop, which is, I would say that's the only actual thing. Like on TV, I will never watch it in real life or anything like that, but like that's the only thing I do. I don't feel like it's... I wouldn't say it's best, for example, right? Watching the ball drop, it's the best. My life changes every time the ball drop, right? I'm not a big ball fan. I think it's solid. Like, I wouldn't say it's fun. What's the fun in watching the fucking ball fall, right? It's just like 3, 2, well, happy New Year. Yeah, whatever, right? Also, I think right now it's the 30th of December here, but I'm guessing it's 31st of December in some other countries, probably. I'm guessing other countries are closer to the actual end of the year than I am, right? That's the point. That's why I decided to do this stream today and not tomorrow, because time, right? Time works differently. It says board games, which the thing with board games, they are fun, but you need like multiple people to play it, and that requires family or friends, which I don't have. But sometimes I play them with my wife, right? But my wife doesn't really play anything because she's a waifu, right? So I would say that it's a solid option, like playing like Jenga and stuff like that. It's fun. I remember doing that kind of thing with my family like 15 years ago, right? But lately I don't do that, but I admit it's fun. It's more fun than watching the ball drop, at least. Getting new equipment is pretty much the only thing, a good thing I can say about this year. But you released 2 games. You released 2 games this year. That's 3 games. 3 games. You released 3 games this year. It was 3. Yeah, it was 3. You released 3 games this year, which is double the amount, triple the amount of games you released last time. So that's an improvement. I would say that's good. I enjoyed the games at the very least, and I'm sure a lot of other people did. But on that note, my mouse decided it didn't want to get to 2025. It will go away a new one tomorrow. It's like, sorry, Chief, I cannot click anymore. You played too many clicker games. Goodbye. Well, you can use your pen tablet as a mouse, right? In the meantime, that's something. Then it says card games, which I would say like what is a card game? Like Yu-Gi-Oh, Uno, whatever else, right? It depends because I like card games, but in the same it's the same idea behind board games, which is, have you ever played board games or like card games with people that get like really, really salty? Even if they win. Like there's people that cannot have fun with board games or like family games, card games, whatever, right? And you play with those people and it kind of ruins the entire experience. Like if they are losing on like Monopoly or something like that, they ruin the entire thing for everyone. Even if they are winning, like they just like to make an absolute mess of the entire experience. And I don't like that because it depends on the players and not exactly on the game. I mean, with the right people, any game is fun, right? But like New Year's, it's usually with the family, and I don't really think my family is good for games. Well, one of my sisters, it's pretty good at Scrabble, but that's about it. I do enjoy playing Scrabble. I'm also really good at that. I know a bunch of words. But yeah, I'm gonna put it on the pens because actually I'm gonna move board games to the pens too because it depends on the people you're playing with, right? It's not about the games; it's about the people. I got a new, better job that is killing me, but I've never felt more alive. Half joking. Wait, so it's a good job, but it's really hard to do, or it's really complicated, or it's a new job, right? So maybe you're doing something different. I mean, if they're paying you more, well, money it's not everything. Yeah. But hopefully you enjoy it more than you don't enjoy it, and they paid you a bunch of money. Hopefully, this one I cannot read because someone puts white text over clear background. But I think it says exchange notes, which is something I have never done in my life. Not exactly sure what it means. I'm guessing like, hopefully you do well next year. I love you or something like. I don't know, right? But like, no thanks. I wouldn't do that. That's kind of cringe to do. Like maybe with my wife I will do it, but like not with my family, my friends and stuff like that, right? It also says go to a festival, which I'm guessing it's like any festival or like a music festival maybe. I don't like that. Granted, I haven't tried it, but I wouldn't do it. Then it says jigsaw puzzles, which is actually, I'm gonna put it on the best. I'm a huge jigsaw puzzle fan, and it's a thing you can do on your own. Unlike what happened with the music? This is supposed to be festive. God damn it! There, we have music now. Jigsaw puzzles are really fun. It's something you can do on your own, or you can do it with family, with friends, with whatever, right? So it's a solo activity. It's a group activity. Another great thing about jigsaw puzzles, there's different sizes, so you can choose the one you like. The bigger, the better, I would say. Up to a point, right? Because it's like 500 pieces. It's like okay, casual. 1,000 pieces. It's like it's fun. At 2,000 pieces, it's like a little bit more challenging. For example, I once tried one at 3,000, 4,000 piece, 5,000 piece. I don't remember. I think it was 3,000 piece, and it was too big, and it didn't fit anywhere I will put it. So like if for example at a table it wouldn't fit, or like on the floor, maybe it fit on the floor, right? But I will have to use an entire room's floor just to piece the whole thing together, just to break it down at the end of the day. So it was not worth it, and I don't know what people like. If you're gonna make a multiple pieces, like 5,000 pieces, make sure the pieces are like really, really small, because no one has like an entire room just for assembling a puzzle, right? But yeah, they're very fun. I do one almost every year. Actually, I do believe I played a couple of indie games over the years that are about like puzzling pieces together. Right? That's really fun, right? Especially if it's digital. I don't think digital has the same charm as like physically doing it, but you don't have to play it afterwards, so it's that's an advantage, right? Uh, but yeah, I recommend if you haven't tried it, get like a 500 pieces like Ravensmore, something like that. I forgot the name of the brand that does the puzzles, but they make like these pieces of art, like beautiful European places, you know. It's fun. 500, 1,000. I think anyone can do those given the time, right? And you can spend like the entire time doing it a little bit. You can do it while you watch a movie. That's the fun thing about jigsaw puzzles. You can do them like, oh, I'm gonna watch a movie, but I'm also gonna do the jigsaw puzzle. I'm gonna eat a snack. Be careful not to like stay in the puzzle, right? But you can have snacks, you can have drinks while doing the puzzle. You can talk to other people while doing the puzzle. You can play like a gacha game while doing the puzzle. You can be in like a Discord call with your friends if that's what you decide to do for New Year's, or with your family, whatever, and doing the puzzle. And you can stop doing the puzzle and nothing's gonna happen. There's no microtransactions on the puzzle. You can continue it even if you don't finish it in time. I do like to put myself like, I'm gonna finish it before the end of the year, right? But you don't have to finish it, and you can just leave it for later. That's another fun thing about the puzzles. It's been so long since I've done a jigsaw puzzle. Having multiple pieces be the same shade of the same color. That's the challenge. Come on, that's the challenge. But yeah, I would say that's the best, like one of the best things to do during New Year's. Kiss. So this one says kiss at someone midnight, which I'm guessing is kiss someone at midnight. But it's kiss at someone midnight, right? English is not for everyone, okay? I want to say kissing someone it's fun, but it would be nice. You know, that's a very romantic thing to do that you see in movies, you see in anime shows and stuff like that. I would love to try it myself, but well, I guess I can kiss my wife, right? It says Nerf gun war, which I never seen anyone do that. It's that thing people do. Like, yeah, the kids are shooting each other at New Year's. I never did it when I was a kid. I feel like I'm too old to do it, so I never tried. I know people are gonna say like you're never too old to be shooting yourself with foam bullets, right? But I don't know. Like I feel like that's one of the things that you actually can only enjoy as a kid. But it's a little bit too late for me now. It's Jover. It's completely Jover. It says go to a New Year's ball, which I'm not in a movie. I have never gone to a ball ever. I don't think I would like to spend New Year's outside of my house. I do enjoy being inside in case anything happens. So no, thank you. Just make resolutions, which I think it's fun. Actually, I don't think it's fun. I think it's solid. I'm not one. I don't like to make resolutions for New Year's because usually anything I try to do fails and I never accomplish anything. I'm gonna get 1,000 subscribers for the 4th year in a row, right? I'm past over that. I'm too old to be doing resolutions, right? I mean, as long as I'm healthy, my dogs are healthy. I don't think those are exactly resolutions, right? I would like to make more money, yeah, sure, but if not, it's not like it's a deal breaker or something I necessarily want to do. I like to afford food. That much is true, but I don't think it's necessary for me to make that happen, right? With a resolution like I would like a lot of subscribers, I would like a lot of views. Yeah, that's cool if it happens, but I'm not gonna pressure myself over that. Some people like to go to the gym for the resolution. Like, I'm gonna get in shape. I think my shape is good enough. Yeah, I've been a little bit out of shape lately, but it's no big deal, and it's something I know I'm gonna do over the year without the need of making it a resolution, right? It's like I'm gonna do it. Like when I start getting too fat, I just stop eating as much and I just do a little bit of exercise and my body just do it. I'm thankful because I have a decent body that doesn't like let itself go. Maybe I'm becoming older and it's not gonna work anymore eventually. But for now it's working, right? So I like resolutions. I like to see people doing resolutions because like they get motivated and stuff. And it's nice to have hopes and dreams for the future, right? I'm just not one for hopes and dreams anymore. Not in a depressive way. I just like to do things instead of like resolutioning them. I don't know. Uh, when you're older, you play paintball and suffer. I don't like playing paintball. Like you get dirty and it hurts. Uh, it's just party video games, which it depends because just like other group activities, it depends not on the game as much, but on the people you're playing with. I the only experience I have uh, with party video games, it's when I used to play Mario Party when I was like 12 years old with my cousins and stuff like that. And they all got mad at me because I always won. And the only times I didn't won was when someone was using like a controller with the turbo function. You know, the one that you leave the button press and it does a bunch of repetitions. Because I will get tired, they wouldn't get tired, they will win, right? It was fun, but not as fun with the people. Maybe I'm just playing with the wrong people. Maybe I haven't met the right person to play party games with, right? But I'm guessing it's really fun when you play with people you like. Maybe I'm just not the right kind of people to be playing those kind of things also, maybe. But yeah, it depends. Then it says sing at time, right? Which I don't think anyone does that. Like, I don't think anyone does that. Like, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's a tradition in different parts of the world. I don't know. So you're just like, oh boy, it's New Year in this great nation. I don't like, oh, can people do that? I don't. They do it. I don't know the other countries' traditions, right? There's a chance, but it seems pretty stupid. Why would you sing out something in the middle of New Year, right? I don't think that's necessary to do. Like maybe sing a song that like outline sign or whatever that song is. Right after I say I'm going to plan my year goals because otherwise I feel lost. Don't make New Year's resolution, kids. You're just setting yourself up for failure. Not necessarily, right? I mean, you can do a couple of them. Just don't stress yourself over them. It's good to have them as a general direction you want to go to. Like, for example, if I would make a resolution, would be like, play more games. Play more games. Like, be faster on finishing the games. Because it takes me like a couple of months to finish a AAA game at this rate. And I would like to play more games. I play like 5 games this year, like AAA games. I'll play more games. I would like to watch more anime. I'm gonna go into that a little bit later. Hello, CG9. Thank you for coming to the stream. How are you doing? You will never believe what I just found. You found money. I don't know. It's snacks. That for example, that's the best, right? Like, and it goes with the jigsaw puzzles. You can have like a jigsaw puzzle on one side of the table. You can have like snacks on the other. You will be like snacking. Then you clean yourself with a napkin. Then just no, a PSP. That's even better than money. But is it a Series 1000? Because if it's a Series 1000, that's quite a fine. Although I do prefer the 2000 series. That's the one I had when I was a kid. It's just toast with sparkling juice. Who doesn't like juice? Who doesn't like a little bit of sparkling on its juice, right? I mean, it's a drink. It's a drink people drink when you can check on the back of the battery. I think like if you open the battery of the PSP, you can check the series number. I mean, it goes well. It's something people do like toasting when the year ends. Like, to a new year, let's do a bunch of things, my people. Let's force people to subscribe to my channel, my Hikidachis. Let's toast to that. I don't know, something like that. I think it's okay. I think it's fun. Right? It's a funny thing to do. You don't get to toast with sparkling juice that many times over the years. So doing it once, it's okay, right? We had set of fireworks, which I would say no thanks. Remember, fireworks pollute the environment, which we don't have that much environment left to pollute, so please don't. I mean, maybe like a small one, like, you know, like one candle or something like that, like a smaller one. if they explode or they like do flashing lights, dogs get scared. And as a wolf myself, I don't like fireworks. They make me really tense, and I know my dogs also don't like them. So please don't. Uh, watch a movie. I mean, yeah, solid. You can combine the movie with the jigsaw puzzle. I'm planning my New Year's night right now. Gonna like watch a movie, jigsaw puzzle. I think I have a jigsaw puzzle that I haven't completed somewhere over here, right? Um, it's a 2001. That's nice. That's the most common one, I think, and I think it can also be liberated from the shackles of Sony to play whatever you want on it. Uh, this one says create a time capsule, which again, it sounds fun. I have never done it. It sounds fun, but I don't know what I would put in the time like capsule, right? Like maybe I will like. I don't think we need like. Actually, I'm gonna say no thanks or like haven't tried it, right? I would say that's a very outdated thing because you don't need a time capsule, right? With the advancement in computers and stuff like that. Yeah, it's not physical, right? But you can like take a bunch of pictures of things you did and things you enjoy. I haven't done it yet, right? But it sounds fun. You take a bunch of pictures of things you enjoy, of things you did, of yourself, of your family members. You save it in a folder. You leave the folder on your PC. You check it like after a year, after 5 years. And that's like a time capsule, right? Maybe it's not physical, but you don't need the physical stuff to remember. So I think that's a pretty outdated. I mean, it's okay if you want to do it. I'm not saying people shouldn't do it, but I think I can just look at my folder of pictures of my dogs from over the years, and yeah, I don't think it's that fun to do. It says outdoor antics. No way, I'm not going outside. I'm a hikikomori. What do you think? Understandable. My neighbors set off fireworks every year, and it is very spooky. Yes. I think one time the launcher fell over and a firework almost went off at my feet. Jesus Christ. At least it was not your eyes. You know, I have a cousin that almost lost an eye because of a firework when we were like 6, 7. I don't know why would you let 7 years old play with fireworks without supervision, right? But I don't know. And I just don't like it. The sounds, I don't like loud sounds. They make me like really nervous. I'm a dog in real life, if you ever ask. Actually, what you see is what you get in real life, minus the purple hair probably. But yeah, if you can, don't play with fireworks. Discourage other people from using fireworks too. No one benefits from fireworks, right? Maybe on the 4th of July a little bit. You know, maybe I don't know, but not. It's not necessary. It says sing karaoke, which, as you know, I'm not good at singing. I don't particularly enjoy singing, so I wouldn't do it. However, I'm gonna put it on depends because I have seen other people do like karaoke songs, and they seem to really enjoy themselves, right? That's good. That's good when you see other people doing things that they enjoy. It's fun, even if I'm not doing it myself. Just watching people karaoke, it's kind of fun because they sound really cringe and stuff, but it's fun because they're having fun, and I'm not gonna criticize anyone for being cringe while they're having fun, right? I'm gonna do it after the fact. I'm just kidding. It says take down the tree, which, I mean, no. Who takes down the tree on New Year's? Again, it's that a thing people do? I don't know. I don't think so. But it's probably true. The world is a big place. However, I don't do it. I don't take my tree up until like January 6th or something like that when I have time. I mean, I'm probably gonna remove the channel decorations on January 1st. You know, there's not gonna be like more Christmas theme anything on the channel after tomorrow. But in real life, it takes time to remove the decorations. So I'm probably just gonna remove them after a week, and that will be it. I think there's a lot of things to do during New Year's, but the bottom line is do whatever you enjoy doing, right? Like, yeah, karaoke, woo! If you don't like to do anything, don't do anything. If you like to go with family, go with family, right? That's a thing. I think some people do since technically all holidays are over, but I also don't personally don't. Yeah, it's just like, why would you take time of your New Year's celebration to do what it's like basically a task, a chore, right? No. Like, that's a free day. That's a relaxation day. Why would you bother yourself with doing a thing that you can do later? So we have another tier list in here. I'm gonna complete this one, then we can move to the reminiscing about the entire year part of the stream, right? I think I can do the chat box a little bit smaller because I'm kind of blocking all the messages. That's about it. Yeah, that should work for today. We have this one, which is New Year resolutions, right? I was just talking about, like, I don't do resolutions, but people do, and it's fun to see what they do. So we have a bunch of we have the Giga Chat, Triple S Plus, Wombo, Mid but okay, Bottom but basic, right? And we have a bunch of things that I haven't read because I wanted them to be a surprise too. We have rating your new year resolution, like rating the things you did. I think that's like basic, right? Like, how is a resolution rating your resolutions from the last year, from this year? We have Eat Better, which I'm gonna say it's Wombo, whatever Wombo means. I'm gonna say it's like mid tier, right? Look, I'm not one to eat healthy, be it because I don't like the taste of healthy food and I don't have money to afford healthy food. But the older I become, the more aware I am that I should be eating a little bit healthier. I had a big health issue this year, so I'm aware that I should be eating healthier. I'm trying. I'm gonna probably try to eat healthier next year, like less. I switched to sugar-free Coke. Right? Not that I have a problem with sugar specifically, but that's a change I can do with a lot of effort, right? So less sugar, a little bit more exercise, which doesn't have to go like to do with eating, but sleep better, which I think it's something, yeah, I should probably do too. I don't think I'm gonna put particular effort because the more I sleep, the less time I have to do things on the channel, right? So probably not gonna get more sleep. Also, that doesn't depend on me. It's usually my dogs that won't let me sleep. So yeah. Well, it says get all Nijisanji Dakibakura, which is a weirdly specific thing. I don't know who made this tier list, right? Maybe it's like the tier list of someone else. I don't like a lot. There was one Nijisanji VTuber that I like, and it's not a Nijisanji anymore, so no. Skill upgrade, which I'm guessing it's like getting better at things, which I think that's Giga Chat, right? Like, if you're gonna get like one New Year's resolution, it should be I'm gonna get better at the things I'm doing. It doesn't mean like be a professional, just a little bit better. Even if it's one skill point, put one skill point in one of your skills, right? So that's cool. Finish school or uni, well, I'm done with that, but I think that's good. I think more people should like try to finish school, right? I feel like everyone is giving up on the school system everywhere, and like education doesn't work. Like, granted, I'm a uni graduate and I didn't do anything with my degree. I'm pretty much a loser, but I don't regret my time. You learn a bunch of things and you do things that you cannot do outside of that environment, so it is nice. Also, after you're done with school, you cannot make friends anywhere, so make sure to make friends while you're at school because otherwise it's over. Let me drink something. Give me a second. Because look, it's been wait, let me count the years. 3, 7. 8. It's been 8 years since I finished with school. Since I don't go to school anymore, I finished uni. I'm don't plan on coming back. And in those 8 years, I haven't met a single person that I could call like a friend, like a casual acquaintance. I don't know. Like I haven't met anyone. Granted, I'm a hikikomori. I don't go out. I don't spend much time in parties and stuff like that. But I haven't met anyone. And as far as I understand from other people that I have talked to, once you're done with school, making friends, it's almost impossible. So I think if anything, go to school to make friends and graduate. I don't know, right? Being independent, I'm more or less independent, and I cannot say. I'm gonna say this one is like mid, but okay, because being independent, it's overrated. Just now, hear me out. Yeah, it is important that you can fend for yourself, that you can pay for your stuff. But I feel like people put too much like effort and emphasis on like, hey, I have to be independent. I cannot depend on my parents. I have to move out. I have to live life my own way. The world is a horrible place. Like, don't force yourself to be independent just because you feel like you have to. Like, if you need your space, if you need your time, yeah, go ahead, try it. But there's no shame on living with your parents. There's no shame on depending on someone else, be it your parents, your husband, your wife, your brother, sister, your friend that it's letting you crash on the couch. Anyone, right? There's no shame on. I'm not good at accepting help from people. And that's one of the reasons I've been struggling too much, because I don't know how to accept the help of people. And I think you should accept it, right? Yeah, you can be independent eventually, but if you can't, don't stress about it. I don't think that should be like a resolution that you need to have. Unless it's a very specific circumstance, right? Like, oh, I'm trying to be independent from my abusive husband. I'm trying to be independent from my abusive household because my mom is really controlling. Okay, yeah, that's true. That's okay. But I don't think you should be putting too much time and mind on that. We have Survive 2023, which we can switch it to Survive 2025, right? Yeah, I guess that will be nice. I guess that will be nice. I also would like to survive 2025. Actually, yeah, there. Do you guys have any specific resolutions you want to share with me? Like watch more Moriko-sama, make more alternate accounts to subscribe to Moriko, chat more with Moriko's chat. I don't know, donate all my income to Moriko. Those are nice resolutions. I'm just kidding. Real resolutions. Learn Indonesian without cheating. Actually, yeah, weirdly specific again. But that's something I've been meaning to do. There's a bunch of Indonesian VTubers that I kind of have an interest, but I don't understand anything they say because they don't speak English. It seems like such an interesting language to learn, right? I think it's like when people think about learning languages, it's Indonesian. It's not one of the first one that comes to mind, right? It's Japanese, Chinese, Korean, German, French, Italian, Spanish. I guess English for some people. But yeah, I don't know what without cheating means, and how can you cheat learning something? I don't think you can cheat on learning something. Learning something is something you do, right? I mean, like, I guess using like ChatGPT to auto-translate, I don't know. But that would be nice. Socializing and making friends, again. I'm gonna put it on mid, but okay, because that's not something I'm gonna do. I know damn well I'm not gonna socialize. I'm okay as I am. Maybe I can socialize with you guys on the chat. Like I could post stuff on Blue Sky, but like in real life, I'm assuming this is real life and I'm probably not gonna do it. I would like to make a friend eventually, but I'm not good at keeping friends apparently, so I'm okay with that. But I think it's something people should do, so I'm gonna put it on mid, but okay. Lose a bit of weight. Again, I think this will go in wombo because it's like, yeah, maybe not everyone, but I will assume like after eating like a goddamn pig every Christmas season, I need to lose a little bit of weight. So I'm gonna have to do a little bit of exercise, eat a little bit better, just a little bit. Just it's a bit of weight. It's not too much. Make extra money. Yeah, that will be so nice. Which reminds me, there's less than a day of watch time needed for me to complete the goal. I don't think I'm gonna complete it this year because there's only like 2 days left. But there's about 24 hours of watch time needed for me to apply to not exactly monetization, but I will be able to do some monetization stuff with YouTube. So that's a good thing. That's a good note to end the year, I guess. So I would like to make some extra money that way. You know, I will see what membership perks I can offer. Hopefully it's something good. I'm definitely gonna do members only streams that no one's gonna watch because probably no one's gonna be a member. But I would like to make some extra money. I think everyone could use extra money, especially because things have been really bad lately, right? So if you want to sell your game, if you want to sell your fan art, if you want to do whatever you want to make extra money, I would say go for it because extra money never hurt anyone, right? And if you tweet your new game that you want to sell on Blue Sky, if you like, I want to do commissions, I will retweet it. I don't think anyone follows me, so I don't think my retweet will be any helpful. But I will help you guys promote yourself. You know, if I had money, I will commission you guys stuff and I will buy your games, but I don't have any money. So the least I can do is promote your stuff, right? So feel free to hit me up with Moriko, retweet this, please, or something. I don't know. Starting a project, yeah, I think that's everyone should do this every year. Like, it doesn't matter if you don't finish it, but starting projects, it's fun. Like, I'm gonna do this game. I'm gonna do this game. It's gonna be epic. I'm gonna do this animation. It's gonna be nice. I'm gonna do this YouTube 5-hour video essay complaining about Granblue Fantasy. It's gonna be so nice, right? Whatever you want to do, do it. It says giving Layla fan art. I don't know who Layla is, so I will. Again, I feel like this is a really specific thing someone did, and I don't understand. Once I go commercial, it's Jover for everyone. Yeah, you're gonna be the first person to do an alzillion dollars of income on itch.io. You have more followers than me on Blue Sky, so you're risk-kitting. It's a fucking stupid way to risk-kitting. Hey, bro, can you risk-kit my skit? That sounds sexual for some reason. Come on, bro. Risk-kit me all night. I don't know. So yeah, I will do it. Just if I'm gonna see it, I think we follow each other, so I should be seeing it on the mutual things. I'm gonna retweet it. Don't worry about it. It's over for me. Wait, why? Why will be over for you? It's money destroy all artistic motivation, and then you're not gonna do anything. No more procrastinating, which will be nice, but I know damn well I'm not gonna do it. So I'm gonna put it in Wombo because it will be okay. It is twice. No more procrastinating. I guess you have to not procrastinate twice. Finally get married. Yeah, that will be nice, but I will need a wife for that. I guess I already have a wife, but I was gonna say something weird, but I'm not gonna say it. Is there a limit of age to get married, like from the bottom to? I'm gonna Google it on my phone. Just gonna Google it to make sure. Age of marriage. I'm just gonna say Japan just because it says the minimum legal age to marry in Japan is 18 years old for both men and women, right? So I have to wait a little bit to get married, I guess. Because if I get -1 downloads, now asking for money will grant me -2 downloads. Actually, how will that work, Lo? I will have to wait at least a couple of years to get married in Japan with my wife. Come on, I'm sure you get hundreds in downloads. Someone downloads me a file and it's a picture of a middle finger. Someone downloads me a file, my file. Even I'm gonna pay $5 for Nico's Room Mario Kart clone, and it's gonna be just a PNG of a middle finger. Damn it. It is progressing on video games. Yeah, that's good too. I mean, that's okay. It's not like, oh my god, this is a really nice. But it will be nice. I would like to progress on gachas. I would like to progress on other games. But making progress on games is the only progress I make in life, so might as well. It says buy a laptop or PC for my wife. Can I switch this one for like a laptop for myself? I mean, I would like to get a laptop for my wife too, so we could play games together. But I've been meaning on getting a laptop. My desktop works just fine. Like my PC, it's working just fine. Thank God, blessings in the sky that it's working as intended, and it doesn't seems to be failing anytime soon, which I'm thankful for. But I've been meaning on getting a laptop. I don't know if a laptop will be like I will need like a gamer laptop to do the things I do, like making games and illustrations, videos, and stuff like that. But it's like I mostly play indie games, which are not like resource intensive. And most of my heavy games, I play them on the PS5. And the laptop will free a bunch of space on my desk. I will be able to go to bed and use the laptop on bed and stuff like that. I don't know. I just like the portability of a laptop. I know desktops are cheaper and stronger, but if I had the money, I would like to get a laptop. Next year, I want to get good at drawing because I'm high-key getting insecure. Oh, man. Well, it's a shame because I've been enjoying the art you've been uploading to Blue Sky lately. So maybe you feel a little less insecure because I don't like anything, right? I'm very judgmental with things, and I like your art, so. Buy a game. Yeah, that's every year. Every year I would like to buy a game. Also, maybe I will switch it this year because I found out that even if it doesn't allow me to have physical games, the PlayStation subscription, the PlayStation Plus Premium whatever thingy, gives me a bunch of games to play actually, and that's really good value for someone like me that tries to play a bunch of games for the channel. It's great value. So I would like to get a bunch of games like physically to keep in my collection. But I guess the subscription takes priority for now because it's the money saving thing to do. Better stress management. Oh boy, yeah, that would be nice. I'm gonna admit it, I'm not good at managing stress. I have pills for that, but they are too expensive and I cannot afford them a lot. Right, I got a couple of boxes this year, but the thing is, I take them daily, like twice a day for stress management, and they run out in like a month. And since it's not something I need to live, right? Like I'm not gonna die because of stress. Maybe people die of stress every day, right? But I don't think I will die from stress. So I just don't get them to save money, because it's like $80 or something like that every month, and I rather much spend that money in food for my dogs. So I don't get them, but it will be nice. And I've been trying to manage the stress with exercise and stuff like that, but it just doesn't work as well as drugs. It's legal drugs. It's not illegal drugs. Don't worry about it. You're doing great art, Als. You'll get better. Oh yeah, you like Alt's art, huh? Name 5 arts. Actually, I kind of can't do it, but anyway, being a good wife or a husband. Yeah, I think that should be that's like a giga chat, right? If you're someone's wife, if you're someone's husband, if you're someone's both wife and husband, if you have a wife and a husband, if you have 2 wives, if you have 2 husbands, you have to be a good couple person, right? That's nice. That's a good one. Stop giving hard time to ourselves. That's nice. Yeah, I feel like everyone is so hard on themselves lately, including me. So it would be nice. Make parents proud. I mean, just my mom, but I've been trying that every year. I haven't been successful. But one day I will, when I get $500 in donations, I will tell my mom, Mom, I made $500. But until that day, I don't think I'm gonna make my mom proud. Make boyfriend, girlfriend likes me more. I don't like this one because that's not something you should be like. Okay, it's nice to put effort in the relationship, but they should love you as much as they can just because they love you, right? I'm gonna put it on mid, but okay. It says exercise more, go to gym. Again, something I think it's needed for health reasons. Not because I want to look like a Giga Chat super strong person, but I think everyone should exercise a bit. Not necessarily go to the gym. I actually don't like going to the gym. I went to the gym like twice in my life. I just exercise just fine at home. I have like some like weights in here. I have like a bike, so I can do pretty much any exercise in here that it's needed. And I'm not gonna get super ripped, but I don't need it because I'm strong as heck. That was not a flex. That's just facts. I'm drinking Coke right now, by the way. And this one is not sugar-free. For some reason, I forgot to get sugar-free. Uh, Eat properly. Yeah, that will be nice. Isn't that about the same as eating better? Yeah, it's probably the same thing. Learn new stuffs. Yeah, that's Giga Chat. I think everyone should learn new stuff. Actually, this year again, just because it's the New Year's stream and no one except the usual viewers is watching, I'm gonna let you guys into some intel from next year on the channel. These are some projects I've been working on. Hopefully they come to life. Just because I'm mentioning them right now doesn't mean it's gonna come true. Uh, but I have two things to mention. Number one, just give me a second. Okay, sorry about that. Number one, in about exactly, yeah, in about 2 weeks, we're gonna begin the Moriko game jam. I'm still searching for a good name for the game jam, so it's probably like Hikiyami Moriko's game jam. I don't know, something like that, right? Moriko's super special game jam. I don't know, which it's gonna be just like a game jam. You can do any game you want, any way you want. I'm just gonna put like a. You have to include me in the game. You have to, I don't know, make a game about this topic. I don't know. Game jam stuff, right? I'm still working on the details because I have never done a game jam in my life. It can be a short game, it can be a long game, it can be a whatever you want game, but it's gonna be a Moriko jam. So it's gonna begin in about 2 weeks, about 14, 15 of January, and it's gonna finish. It's gonna be an entire month to work on your game because I don't want to stress people. So you have an entire month to do whatever you want, right? I don't think anyone's gonna join. Probably like 2 people are gonna join if I'm lucky, but that's enough. Okay, I appreciate it. So we're gonna have a Moriko jam this year, actually very soon. And the other thing I've been working on is I would like to relearn programming, right? It's been a while since I actually coded something properly. So I've been planning on like maybe picking up like Python or something. I don't know. And like C# probably, which is the one I remember the most. And actually make games just by coding on stream. Like I would like to, because it's gonna be fun. Because as I learn the thing, you guys can learn with me, and everyone can learn to make a game with a specific language, right? So that's the two things I've been working on. I've been working on the Moriko game jam, and maybe later down the year we're gonna make a learn Python with Moriko or something like that. I don't know. Learn C# on Unity with Moriko. I think Unity does an incredible job with working with C#. And that would be nice. We can hit the basics of programming and everyone can learn stuff. I actually would like to teach stuff to people. Someone told me once that I should be a teacher, but I cannot stand kids. And I don't like telling people what to do. So maybe my way of teaching can be through streams and videos. So that would be nice. I have the feeling I'm going to be the one that ends up being educated by you guys, but I'm sure it's going to be fun. Anyway, let's continue. That's for the, not exactly announcements, but it's just a sneak peek of what the next year it's going to be on the channel. We have bringing back Pangea. That doesn't make any sense. We have increased Santa delivery speed by 10%. I don't know what that, but okay. I will try to go a little bit faster because I don't want this stream to be extremely long. I still have to play 4 indie games today to make up for the days I didn't play before the end of the year, so I can make 31 indie games in 31 days. So probably like 1 more hour of this stream, and I'm gonna straight up to playing indie games until I explode. It's probably gonna be like short indie games. So this year I have officially accepted the fact that I will die a twink death, one will say. Don't worry, I'm sure as you get older and like puberty hits, I don't know, you're gonna the twinkify yourself, probably, I don't know. I don't know any 30-something-year-old twinks, so just wait about 10 years and you will untwink yourself, whatever that means. Okay, that's changing my whole plan for the year. I mean, you can always become a fanboy, I guess. That's another thing you can do, right? Anyway. Beta testing new weather. What does that mean? Replacing everyone with dinosaurs. No, again, this seems to be a very specific tier list, so I'm gonna ignore some of the entries. Increase dogs' belly rubs effectiveness by 50%. Yeah, that sounds great. More belly rubs for the doggies. Get something nice. I would like a couch for my room. That the ones that can turn into a bed. That would be really nice. Release a game. Yeah, that will be also really nice. Sell Merc. I'm not particularly fond of Merc, but you guys are always asking about Moriko plushes. So let's say this: if I can reach 5,000 subscribers, I'm gonna release Moriko Merc or something. Altsmonimi collaboration to make the greatest Moriko-sama dating seem to exist. Bold of you to assure I'll reach 30. Semi-joking. Don't semi-joke about that. Not semi-joking. Also not joking. Just the full joke. Get a job. I have enough jobs. No. Learning languages. It's always nice, but I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I'm gonna do it. I'm practicing enough Japanese, and I'm not progressing anything on that. This one says prioritize health, physically and mentally. Yeah, that's a good thing everyone should do. Let's take care of each other this year too. Improve art. Yeah, nice. Keep good grades. Again, I already graduated, but I think people should keep decent grades. Don't worry about great grades, but just cooking skills. I'm an excellent cook, but yeah, I do agree that's a nice thing to do, and everyone should try to be a good cook. Fix the sleep schedule. That's not gonna happen. Bye back pain. I cannot do anything about my back pain. Well, I could get like $1,000 chair of something, but I cannot get 1,000. So it's nothing I can do. Get a promotion at work. No, I want to work less and Vtube more. Ideally, Vtubing will become my job this year, but obviously that's not gonna happen. Learn more language slangs. No, I have enough for a lifetime. Be a better person. No, I have to be actually a worse person. I'm too good for my own good. Cosplaying Layla? Who the fuck is Layla? I don't want to cosplay anyone. Be happier. That will be nice, but yeah, that's something that's gonna happen. Let's try to be positive about that. Be more confident. I think I'm confident enough. Better at cosplaying. I don't cosplay, and I don't think I have the body to cosplay. Ideal body? I have my ideal body. I don't have a problem with my body. Be more diligent. Yeah, that will be nice too. I feel like I'm slacking a lot. I could make 5 indie games every day for the entire next year, and I will explode in flames. Publish writings. Would be nice. I don't really write that much, but it will be nice. Do you guys remember the fanfic I wrote on like Halloween, I think? Attend a conference while presenting my paper research. Oddly specific, but no. Produce more cover songs. No, I'm okay with singing. Work-life balance. Yeah, I need to live more and work less. Less copium. No, I need the copium to be alive. If I don't have copium, I will just explode. Be more productive. Yeah, that's... Actually, I'm going to remove published writings. I don't think I'm going to publish any writings. Make friends, parents happy. That's something everyone should strive for. Make the people in our lives happy. Balancing freelance and office work. Yeah, that will be actually a nice thing to do. Better at swimming. I don't know how to swim, and I'm gonna die that way. I'm gonna drown instead of learning how to swim. Write a blog. I've been meaning to write a blog, but I feel like I already do YouTube, so a blog doesn't make that much sense, right? For anything I need to say, I can just use like Blue Sky, and for longer stuff, I can just make a video blog, right? So no. But it will be nice. I'm gonna leave it at Wombo. New Year resolutions are a side quest. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Stop overthinking. No, I need my overthinking to be alive. Get more clients. What kind of clients? I will switch this one for get more subscribers, and I'm gonna put it up here. Get new laptop for myself. I guess I could get a laptop for myself and for my wife too. Get a mic. I already have a mic, so I don't need that one. Start streaming regularly. I think. Do you guys think I stream regularly enough? I think I do. Learn playing guitar. I already know how to play guitar more or less, but I would like to get one to practice. It's been like 10 years since the last time I actually played guitar. Learn playing guitar again. Yeah. Not giving up on writing. That would be nice. Take solo trip overseas. I don't want to. I mean, I would eventually like to move to Japan, but not as a trip, as like moving there. Start a travel blog project. No. Live a good life. Yes. You should maybe stream less regularly, like 4 times a week instead of 5. I did that, but if I do that, my watch time goes down. The only way for me to stream less regularly is if more people watch. Otherwise, I will be losing on like stream power. I don't know, right? I need more people to watch so I can stream less. I agree. I would like to stream less, but at the same time, no. I enjoy streaming, regardless if people watch or not. But I actually enjoy it more when people watch. But streaming is the only way I get to watch anime. Streaming is the only way I get to watch movies, play AAA games. If I don't stream games, I don't play games. If I don't stream anime, I don't watch anime. So it's a way for me to do things. And it feels less like wasting time because I'm also streaming it and I can make something from streaming maybe. So it feels like I'm trying. You should stream every hour. I will do that if possible, but I have work to do. 8K, which I don't think it's the resolution, but I guess it's like the walking distance. And I'm gonna assume the same thing for 4K. So yeah, I should be running more from my problems. Do things without fearing judging eyes. Wouldn't be that amazing, but better financial management. I'm not gonna read the small ones, but yeah. No, you know what? I need to spend more stuff, like more money on more stupid stuff. Yeah. Get braces. No, thank you. I had braces when I was a kid, and I'm absolutely done with that. Final Fantasy 14 in-game goals. I'm gonna switch this one to gacha, and yeah. And Genshin Impact EU. Starting dream projects. Wouldn't be that a nice thing to do. Expanding business overseas. Yeah, I want to expand my VTubing overseas. Did you guys know that the second country that watches the most Moriko is... I don't know what sound I'm trying to make. What country do you guys think it is? The second country that watches the most Moriko. Hello, I'm over the sea. Congratulations. But maybe across other seas. Australia. No, what? I don't think anyone watches from Australia. Number 1, it's America, of course. You know, United States of America, USA. It's number 1, obviously. Guess number 2. And number 3, maybe. Well, I'm gonna tell you guys because I don't know. It's Romania. Romania. Yeah, that place. Romania. And the third one, I think it's Indonesia, actually. So that's one of the reasons I've been trying to learn Indonesian, because apparently a lot of people from Indonesia watches my channel. So I don't know if any of you guys it's from Indonesia, like other people aside from Als, obviously. But it will be nice to know the languages, right? And after that couple of like Romanian movies I watch, I don't have the desire to learn that language. It's too complicated. Win a fight with an internet provider. That will be nice. Upload regularly on YouTube. Yeah, I wish I could do that. Watch more of Layla's stream. I don't know who Layla is, but let's switch this for Moriko. Enhance my father's farmland with more technology. very, very specific. Stop overworking myself. No, I have to overwork myself until I die. Visit loved ones. Yeah, that would be nice. But I will need loved ones to visit first. Get married with my Oshi in Niji-sanji at marriage office. Very specific. I'm guessing Layla, it's a Niji-sanji Vtuber. Keep working on myself. Yeah, that's a good one. Less getting horny. I think getting horny is not a problem. Keep depressing thoughts away. Yeah, that will be nice. Play Sword Art Online if it becomes real. Yeah, I would like to play Sword Art Online if it becomes real. Discover more VTubers. Yeah, discover me. Open a business. No, I'm good. Move to a new place. Yeah, please God, let me move to a different. Let me move to Japan. I'm just telling you guys, if I ever make any amount of significant money, the first thing I'm gonna do, it's move to Japan. I'm just completely gonna disappear, and the next thing you guys will know, it be I'm in Japan, in jail, over some very concerning crimes. Be happy. Yeah, that's nice. Get my certifications finalized. I guess any certification is good. Be more religious. Not necessarily a good thing. Be more loyal towards my workplace. No, workplace don't deserve loyalty. Finding my true self. Personal reference? Maybe. For Niji-sanji XID to be happy and successful. I mean, yeah, everyone deserves to be happy. Maybe not successful, but they deserve to be happy. I don't know who that people are, but yeah. Learn bass and drum. I actually know how to play bass, but I will learn how to play the drums. Actually, no, they're really noisy. Forget that. Stop being shy. I like being shy. I don't think I'm shy. I just think I'm antisocial, but yeah. Become a comic artist and freelance artist. Man, I would love to do a comic, but I don't know how to draw. Open a booth in anime conventions. No, I don't like anime conventions. I don't like to go there. I like the idea. I just don't like to go there. Complete 2022, which I'm gonna be 2024 resolutions. I don't think I did any this year. Pet every cat. I'm allergic to cats. I love to be a comic artist. Then work for that this year. Maybe you can do it. Get married to like this guy. Is very obsessed with this Layla. I'm just gonna Google real quick. Layla Niji-sanji. It says Layla. What's happening with my voice? It says Layla Alstromeria. It's an Indonesian virtual YouTuber affiliated with Niji-sanji. I mean, it's just a blonde girl. I mean, I guess it's cute. I'm not into blondes to be specific. She's definitely not ugly, but I fail to see the appeal. I'm here doing this guy's tier list, and I'm dissing his waifu. Very disrespectful of me. Stay sane. Yeah, I will love that. Further my studies. No, thank you. Become anime. Yeah, I will pretty much like to become anime. Wait, I'm already anime, I guess, so. I would like to become more anime. Get it, New Year's resolution. 180p. Better at controlling my emotions. I think I'm good enough at controlling my emotions. Maintain existing relationships. Yeah, I would like to maintain my 2 viewers. Control impulsive. No, I need to not control my impulsive being. I would like to get things I like. Become less jealous of others. No, I like to be jealous of things I like. Develop more skills, which I think I already skill upgrade is about the same thing. Become, well, one it's upgrading, one it's making, yeah. Become better at guiding my students. Are you a teacher? Stay alive. Yeah, that's nice. Stay alive and stay sane. Yeah. Control impulsive being again. Become less jealous of others again. And I think you need to work on not putting the same thing twice in your tier list. So that's it for the resolutions. Let's save this one. Okay, so I guess we can move to the next part of the stream, which is by far the most interesting. I hope you guys are still watching and didn't get bored already in this New Year's stream. That will be where I show you guys what I did this year in retrospective, in a summary, you know, in review, whatever you like to say, right? So I'm gonna upload these pictures to Blue Sky and whatever later today, but I just wanted to show them first on stream. So for example, this one, it's one piece of art for every month. My favorite one that I did every month of this year. We can say that this year didn't start as good as it should have with that very depressing picture there. Then we have like this one, which is really good, you know. I love that. I know it's not very well done, but I love the topic, you know. February, it's my birthday. It's the St. Valentine's Day. We have this one because in March is the Grand Blue Fest, which it was a huge disappointment for how much they built up that. I'm gonna go into that topic later. But I like this piece of art that I did of Azalea. My potato waifu. Then we have this one that people judge me when I made it. You guys will judge me because I made this. I think this is one of the few memes that... Look at how different we look. We don't even look like the same people anymore. Look at that. Well, at least I know I got better at drawing when I actually tried to. Then we have this one also. God forbid my wife kills people, right? We also did this one that I feel like people also judge me for doing this one. But it was really fun to do. We have this one. You guys remember when I watched Golden Kamuy? I never finished watching the anime. I mean, the anime didn't end it, but it has like another season I didn't watch, I think. I would like to watch that one too. Maybe next year. I'd like to wish you all a happy new year. This year was pretty up and down for me, like every year. It's like that. Stuff went well, but mentally I've been struggling. Here's to 2025. Good luck. I hope you get less struggle and more good stuff in 2025. Han Solo, thank you for coming to the stream. Yeah, but every year it's struggling, and I don't think that's gonna change, but hopefully it's less a struggle for everyone. And I also did this one because if I don't draw at least one piece of Moriko, of me chipping myself with my wife, I'm gonna explode. Then you guys might remember I wasn't here in September, but technically I did this piece of art during September, right? So I'm gonna put this one in here, and from October, of course, the month I returned to this channel. I really like this one. I personally really like this one. And it makes me kind of happy looking at it, right? Because I was really sad. Like, not sad. I wasn't sad or depressed. I mean, probably I was depressed. I don't know. But I feel like I was pretty much done with everything during September. I'll be having fun watching the VOD afterwards, since I'll have to miss this stream. Hope you all enjoyed reminiscing of the art. I'm glad you returned, Moriko. Thank you, Han Solo. I'm glad you're still here watching the streams. See you later. Some people I knew came looking for me through the fucking windows. They just go like knocking on the window, or they just like came in from the window to your house. That's weird. Anyway, yeah, I was not doing great back then, but I think I actually think I needed to go. Like, if I didn't go away from all of this, I don't think I would have returned. Like, I think I would just have broken after a while if I keep trying without giving myself some time. And if I broke, I will have never returned, right? So I think I did the right thing giving myself a break that time around. And I actually think I've been doing better since I returned from that. Anyway, I have this one, which is something I did recently. And I really like this one. You guys may judge me if you want. I don't care. I love this one. And it's also based on real life. And we also have the Christmas one, which is the happiest one, you know? Like taking a selfie. I'm actually not one to take pictures, but Imoto likes taking pictures, so we take pictures, and the entire family is there. Shushi Terasu that hasn't been on the channel for a while. This is you guys. This is you, the Hiki Dachis. Even you guys are here too, right? But yeah, I will say like this is a piece from every month. As you can see, last year didn't start that well. I think since the beginning of last year, I was already struggling with stuff, which kinda. I think I wasn't right from the beginning of this year. I mean, but then like there was a bunch of Granblue Fantasy stuff, and I just kinda ignored my well-being by just coping with Granblue Fantasy, right? And then I stopped like coping with Imoto a little bit, like more Granblue Fantasy, more Imoto. Then I started watching anime, and about here, I feel like I wasn't doing that well, and I was getting pretty frustrated with everything. And then Granblue Fantasy started failing me too, so I didn't have anything to cope with until I just gave up. I still like this one. It might be not the best logo ever, but I like it. But yeah, I'm glad I just didn't destroy all of this. I don't know if that's the right way of saying it, but I was about to give up and just delete the entire channel and move on with my life, but I think that would have ended badly for me. I don't want to say anything depressing, but I'm just glad I didn't. And I feel like at the same time, I'm glad I didn't. I'm also kind of glad I decided to take an entire month to think stuff through. Like, it was mostly lying on the floor in the darkness, but it's nice. It's nice. Don't want to go too much into it since I'm in a good mood, right? So we have this one, but we also have this one, which is for streams. I went for every month of the year, and I pick my favorite stream of every month. So we can go back and have a little journey, right? If you miss any of these streams, I recommend you guys checking it. Some of them are like general entries, like for example, wait, what the fuck? Okay, yeah, I don't know what happened, but I couldn't zoom in. I love the Christmas picture. Yeah, I love it too. Hopefully Alcid's okay and he didn't got kidnapped by the window people. So for example, this one, it's one of my most viewed streams of the year, by the way, and of the entire channel. It's the farming 10,000 meat for Wind Guild. It was just like really fun to do. We spent a couple of hours just chatting while I did some Granblue Fantasy. I kind of lost the hope on Granblue Fantasy this year, which I think that was the worst part of the year, aside from the fact that I almost died. Actually died and came back to life, but yeah, Granblue Fantasy was hugely disappointing after this point. I also started playing Granblue Fantasy Relink on February. If you guys remember, I fucking love that game. It's actually my favorite game of the year. I wish I could play it more, but the online wasn't great. And it was a bunch of grinding that I didn't want to do on the channel, but didn't have time to play because I have to play other games. So probably I'm gonna go back to this game eventually. I'm probably gonna play it again this February for the 1 anniversary of the game's release, just to reminisce a little bit about the game. I didn't ever play hard mode because it doesn't make a lot of sense playing hard mode in this game. It's just about grinding and stats. It's not about skills, right? So this is a general entry for Granblue Fantasy Relink streams, but I did start playing that game on February. Then for March, I did play the Stellar Blade demo. I never managed to get the full game because money. But probably this year, this game is gonna be available on the PlayStation subscription that I'm currently paying. So prepare for the Stellar Blade streams, guys. They are coming eventually. You guys remember when I played the bedroom, which was about 2 streams and 1 video. But I really like this one because the developer came to the streams and talked a little bit about the game. And it was really fun discovering all the endings and all the interactions. It was really, really good. I love it. I also don't look like that anymore, right? It's kind of weird looking at myself. But I think I still look like myself, right? I'm still the good old Moriko. Then you guys remember that we watched Houseki no Kuni, right? Which was the first actual watch along I did. It was a good anime, really weird. Not what I usually watch, but it was fun to watch. I actually wasn't sure I wanted to watch this, but after the couple of first episodes, after the diamonds appear, I was like, yeah, that's cool. I want to watch this. It was really cool, a different experience. Certainly, I haven't watched anything like that before. And the 3D was kind of funky, so it was okay. It was fun to watch. Then I started playing Final Fantasy VII, which took me a couple of months to finish. I still want to play the sequel to this game. Hopefully, I get money to get it. It was like $28 during Christmas, but I didn't have the goddamn money. I will try to get it this year. Hopefully, it becomes available. Even if it becomes available on the subscription, I want to get the physical copy because I really like Final Fantasy VII. Look, I was part of the gang. I was there. You guys remember when we escaped the city? I was there. Look, I'm here. I was there. I swear to God. I know I don't look 3D like the other guys, but I was there. It's just the lighting. Then we watched Golden Kamuy, which was nice. It was fun to watch. I enjoyed Golden Kamuy too. Then obviously I didn't stream anything during September, right? It's empty because I was dead. So you cannot stream while you're dead. But then I came back. And I would say that was definitely my favorite stream of October because I'm really glad I'm back and upgraded. Then obviously last month I played Days Gone, which was a surprisingly good game. I wasn't expecting to like this game this much. It was also not what I expected from the game, but it was really good nonetheless. Really buggy, really weird, really funky, like you people say sometimes, but it was nice. And then obviously for this month, I will say, I will have to admit, I did enjoy The Night Before Christmas a lot. And that's a movie I would have never seen if it wasn't because I decided to stream them. So I could make time for myself to watch the movies. I know no one is watching along with me, like 99% of the time. I know no one is going to watch along after the fact. But just the fact that I can pretend I'm watching movies with other people just makes watching movies more enjoyable. So I do like that. And I also enjoyed The Night Before Christmas a lot. I was about to choose the Christmas special, but no one watched that, so I would just choose this one instead. And we also have the video retrospective, right? Which is not about streams, it's about videos. And I would say we started this year with a banger. With an absolute, what am I even doing? Banger. I don't know why it doesn't show the entire picture, but yeah, there. With flesh, blood, and concrete. Actually, I think I know what's happening. Yeah, there, right? Wait, no. Here, yeah. This game was like, I actually want to go back and replay the game. I don't think they're gonna make a sequel. If they do, sign me in. But I actually would like to replay this game eventually. I think it got updated recently, but I don't know if it's like just bug fixes and stuff like that. But it's one of those games that it cannot be replicated. It's just so good. Then for the next month, I played Corpo Mente, which was one of the few games I played on February that wasn't streaming. Also, a really good game. And some people don't like my thumbnails, but I like them. I know they're really silly, but I just like my thumbnails. Then I play Angel Blood, which I'm gonna admit it's a good game, but it's just I didn't play any other game during March, so I decided to put this one. That Angel, it's, by the way, still amazing. Look at that. Then I played The Bedroom as a game. Not as a stream, as a game first. It was the showcase. Then I played The Children of God, which again, it was not that amazing of a game. It was good. It was good enough. But I also didn't play a lot of indie games during this time of the year. I was more into streaming. Then I played, you guys remember You Stole My Heart, when you have a battle with a PS5 for the heart of this girl. No, wait, for the heart of the thief, right? Yeah, the thief is trying to steal your PS5. Oh, you want me to play the other game from the developer of Corpo Mente, right? Yeah, I have a lot of games on my backlog, but they all seem to be like longer games, and I don't have time for long games right now. So I will try to get them next year, like next month. But then again, I cannot make any promises. I'm just trying to live one day at a time. And I really like this game. It was really silly. I have a lot of fun. I like the illustrations, so I decided to put this one in here. Then Exit Reality, yeah. Then I played Julia Was Alone Chapter 1, which was like a new cool series by Avido, so I really like that one. Like, oh, it's a new game series. It's gonna be cool. And they kept releasing the games. And I think I managed to play the last chapter before dying, so. Backlog January, yeah, probably. I'm gonna spend like, I'm not gonna stream or upload anything. Well, I will try to upload something. No, you know, I'm gonna take the first day of the year as a break, so I can actually plan what I'm gonna do. But I'm probably gonna try to double upload indie game on the second day to make up for the day I missed. And I will try to go with the daily indie game as long as I can. And I will try to stream Digimon and Animal Well as much as I can. But as for other types of streams, I don't think I will be doing other types of streams for now. So the first couple of weeks is just going to be Animal Well, Digimon, and indie games. And hopefully that's enough for you guys. And for any newcomer. So I played this little game. I don't know if you guys remember. It's actually chapter 2 of this very indie game. It was really good. I enjoy it. I recommend you guys play it and give it a try. I think the developer is a really cool guy, but I'm not sure. So obviously I didn't play any indie games because I was dead. You know, you cannot play indie games when you're dead. But later during October, it actually was really hard to choose a game to like, this is the best one I played during this October, because I play a bunch of banger indie games during October, and it was really hard to choose from. But I think Kill the Dream First Nightmare, it was like really unique. You know, you guys remember, like, I have to cut these ones and I have to do a bunch of things, and the story was really weird and it was like kind of incomplete, but it was interesting. It was really buggy, but then it was like a kind of weirdly shaped game that I really enjoyed. So I give it this one is the best one for the month. Next year, I ought to finish Naiko's Room chapters and make them not horrible. I can't wait to try them. Then next month, actually last month, I didn't play a lot of indie games. So I just decided to pick the Grand Blue Fantasy Guild War Challenge that I did because, Grand Blue Fantasy, it's still somehow, even though Grand Blue Fantasy has been disappointing this entire year, it's still a big part of the channel, so why not? And obviously, these months, and honestly, maybe this year's MVP has been Get on Santa's Pants. The entire series, but to be specific, Nicholas for Saint Nicholas already has like 500 views, I think. Something like that. Let me double check. But just by how much it has been since I released the game and how many views it has been the most successful game I released this year at 400 and something views, almost 500 views in just like a week. So almost 500 views in a week. That's even better than most of the Avidoso games I have released. And if it keeps giving views, it's probably gonna be one of my most viewed videos. It's also 5 hours long, which I think is the longest indie game I have ever recorded in my life. And it's about getting late with Santa. Not to go off topic, but recently I done some writing and finally got some solid ideas for chapter 3. It's not off topic. This channel is about what we want to do next year and what we did this year. So feel free and welcome to mention that here. Yeah. Also, getting Santa's Pants was big. Yeah, it's truly good. Man, those games are good. Hopefully you guys watch the entire 5 hours. But yeah, it's nice. It's nice to get some writing done. I see we're still on the ideas stage for chapter 3, but that's the most important stage, arguably. I don't want to be spoiled. I like to be surprised when the game releases eventually. When the chapter releases eventually. So yeah. Hopefully this next 12 months it's enough for another Nikos Room chapter. I'm not saying you have to rush or anything. I'm just hopefully I can wait another year. So yeah, this was like absolutely the best way to finish the year with like a cute. Look at Krampus. Look at this delicious waifu. Look at it. Look at it. And yeah, I still have a couple of things to talk about, but I mean, if you guys want to talk about something, about your games, your art, whatever, I'm okay to talk about that too. I got the outlines done, and that's big. Yeah, definitely one of the hardest parts of making it. Yeah, she was the goat. So, like I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, I went back and look at what I did. She's so bad. But she's Lebanese or bisexual, I don't know. Like I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, I went back and tried to give a good look at what I did over the last year. Also, just letting you guys know, this room is gonna change a little bit for next year. I will try to like change it a little bit to keep things fresh on the room. I'm also gonna be changing the intro for videos because I think the Super Hikiyami Moriko Turbo HD remix, it's an intro that it's too long, and I feel like people get discouraged from watching the videos because of that intro. So I'm gonna try to make like a 1-2 second intro faster for the videos. I also haven't done anything for that, so it's gonna be eventual. It's not gonna be like tomorrow. It's gonna be eventual probably. But I'm gonna change the intros for the stream. Maybe not the outro. I really like pixelated Moriko.exe. So yeah, I'm not gonna change how I look because this look took a bunch of effort. Also, Emoto is gonna stay as she is because again that took a lot of effort. But I think I can change the room a little bit. Maybe I can replace the posters or something that doesn't require a lot of effort. We'll see about that. The most important thing is you guys are still watching. But yeah, I was looking back at everything I did during this year, and I have to admit it. This year, I fell in love with Nikke. Really, like deeply. Like I don't think I like something as much as I like Nikke in years. If people can watch a 5 seconds intro, we are so good. It's. I think it's because they don't know me, right? So they just like get at face value with the interest. Like, oh, I want to watch the indie game. I don't want to watch this stupid 5 second intro, right? There's gonna be something faster, so we can go like into the indie game faster and just let it be right that, right? Because analytics show that people leave my videos after like a minute of watching, which is mind you pretty rude to leave after a minute, but understandable. I understand. My content is not for everyone, and I don't think I have the best voice or the best attitude to attract people, so I don't mind. But like I was saying, I really enjoy Nikke. This year we got introduced to not only Troni, which is my waifu. You can see it back here, like precious waifu. Look, she's so happy there. I love her so much, man. This year we got Troni. We got a bunch of attention on Maiden, which is also one of my waifus. Exia also got a bunch of attention, which is also one of my waifus. And we also got Elec, which just happens to be another one of my waifus. But the most incredible thing that ever happened is they decided to put all my favorite Nikkes in a squad, which is the Dark Hero. It's not exactly a squad, but it's like a group of friends. So imagine all my wives being friends with each other. That feels so good. And they regularly make art like for the anniversary, for Christmas. They make like special art from these girls, which are my favorite. We also got Cinderella, right? Which is another waifu for me. So this game has been constantly through the year giving me amazing characters I love. The events have been so entertaining. You guys have watched me play the mini games Nikke releases, right? The mini games are so fun. They are free. The art is incredible. And I'm just so much in love with this game. And hopefully, like, I don't want to say things like, I want to replace Granblue Fantasy with Nikke, because, again, Granblue Fantasy still holds a big place in my heart, right? I've been playing that game for 10 years, almost 11 years now. Well, about 10 years, yeah, about 10 years. I didn't play Granblue Fantasy from the very beginning, so it's been like about 10 years since I started playing that game. I still love the characters. Obviously, I still love my wife Nier. But the game has just been disappointing this entire year. It was just like, no. Like, it was not it. They changed management, and, every time management changes, it fucks up everything. The game is not what it used to be. They don't care about the fans. They only care about money. And it's pretty much going into, like, suicide mode, right? On the other hand, Nikke is a fresh game. It only has 2 years of like, being released, right? They keep upgrading things. If you complain too much about something, they lower the monetization. They give a bunch of free stuff. They have incredible characters with incredible story. If you guys haven't read, you guys don't play Nikke, but the Rappi story they are releasing right now, it's really heartbreaking. I've been posting screenshots on the Discord server, so you guys more or less can get the idea. But Nikke has been like the shining light of this entire year. Like, I've been so happy playing Nikke, and I wouldn't change it for anything. And I just hope next year we have more Nikke. Maybe we can get like a new Troni unit, a new Elec unit. Maiden just got announced, so I don't think Maiden's gonna get any. Maybe a new Exia will be nice. Look at Exia's, like, god damn it. All of them play video games. They're actually playing PS5. They're probably playing like Boom. They drink energy drinks because, of course, gamers drink energy drinks. Look, this is gonna surprise you, but I have never drank an energy drink before. They have snacks and they have games here, which I cannot recognize any of these games, but they have games, have snacks, they have drinks, and they are really cute. Wouldn't it be nice to be part of a group of gamer girls as a gamer boy? Or as a gamer girl, whatever it works, right? But yeah, I love Nikke. I just wanted to take a moment to appreciate how Nikke changed this year for the better. Also, Blue Archive, which is this year released Yukari, which is another one of my waifus. I would like to say Blue Archive, it's also a really good game, which it is. But I would say it's like the character design is beautiful. I love all the Blue Archive girls, but the story and gameplay is not that interesting. Like, I like to look at the gameplay because the animations are beautiful, the chibis are cute, the models are actually pretty amazing and lifelike for being chibis, like 3D chibis. But like, I don't think Blue Archive is that amazing. Like Nikki, for example. I think it's actually pretty mid, and I promised to myself that I will never play more than 3 gachas at the same time because that's about my limit. Like, if I want to really invest myself in gachas, I cannot play more than 3 because otherwise you like get distracted and just don't have time to enjoy the story. And I like to enjoy the stories of gachas. So I've been playing Grand Blue Fantasy, I've been playing Nikke, and I've been playing Blue Archive. But I have to admit it, like, if a new gacha comes and it's also really, really good, I think the first one I will drop will be Blue Archive because as much as I have invested time, not money, just time, in the game, and I love the girls, and I have my, Himari, Yukari, my waifus of Blue Archive, I don't think the game is that interesting, right? It's so cute, it looks really good, yeah, but I don't really get that invested with the story of the game. The side stories are actually pretty boring, if I'm being honest. The events of Blue Archive are not that fun. And like, I don't know why they're just not that fun. And I'm not saying it's a bad game. I actually love Blue Archive a lot. I will probably play the rest of my life if possible, but this year was not like the most interesting year for Blue Archive. I think I just got used to playing it and it lost the charm of a new game. And then we go with Grand Blue Fantasy, which this is something I had to mention. And this is for future, like, generations, I don't know, that are watching this stream in 10 years when I'm really, really famous. And I'm actually appearing live on Grand Blue Fantasy's 20th anniversary on the stage singing with my wife, right? When that happens, you can come back to this stream when I complain about the 10th anniversary, which was disappointing. It's not even the word. Like, disappointing, it's not even what I felt. I felt sad because you've been playing this game for 9, 10 years, whatever, and it's like, oh, the big 10th anniversary, this is gonna be the biggest of them all. We are celebrating so much. The game is gonna get bigger and better. And yeah, they just released Grand Blue vs. Rising. They just released Relink. Both great games, side games, mind you, but great games. Let me drink something. So yeah, they just released this year Grand Blue Fantasy Versus Rising, which is it's not a complete release, it's like an upgrade from Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. But with new mechanics, new characters, okay, new release. They released Relink, which was an amazing single player game with an amazing multiplayer that doesn't work that well for some reason for me. But at the end of the day, Grand Blue Fantasy is about the gacha, right? You can make all the amazing side games you want, but if you don't take care of the gacha game, which is the reason people love Grand Blue Fantasy to begin with, it's gonna be a shame, And for a 10th anniversary, they didn't do anything. They didn't give us things worth of a 10th anniversary, right? Yeah, they give us like free currency, free draws, some new units, free weapons, but they do that every year, right? So the fact that they are not making the 10th anniversary something special, it's already bad. But they didn't release any new content for the story of the game in this entire year. The game got no updates. Like, how do you say the 10th anniversary is gonna be the best, and then you don't release any updates for the game, like for the main story of the game? The game received a few updates as of late, the past 6 months, but it was nothing. And honestly, every time they upgrade something, they make it worse. They upgrade the UI, it fucking sucks ass. Yeah, you can revert to the old one, but it fucking sucks. That they decided to change the default one. They upgraded characters. Sorry, they upgraded characters. They keep releasing Dark units, even though Dark doesn't have like space for more units, and everyone is sick of Dark getting all the good waifus, especially me. They've been giving less free draws than was expected from 10th anniversary. They didn't release anything, like they didn't release a new game mode, they didn't release anything worthwhile. Like, if you tell me, Moriko, what happened during Grand Blue Fantasy's 10th anniversary? Well, they made the fest, they made the summer stream, they made the Christmas stream like do every year. They gave us stuff, they released a new story, they released some new characters that no one cares about because they look ugly as fuck. They upgraded some characters, they released even less grants than last year, I think. They release more summer units because those are the ones that make you money. Like everything that is money related, they work on that. Everything that is fun and like world building related, they didn't work on that. They released a new event that it's supposed to be like really deep, and it's gonna be like a 3-part event that's gonna change the world forever, like every fucking event they decide to do lately. Which is called the Monshan, right? I think it's called like that. Which is like a new race of people that are evil, like every race of people that we meet. And the event was fucking trash. I read the entire thing, and it was like nothing groundbreaking for the game. It was actually very boring for what it was. And I don't think they are saving Grand Blue Fantasy. But enough complaining about Grand Blue Fantasy. Let's move on because this stream has been going for too long, and I've been talking for almost 2 hours, and I need to go eat lunch or something like that. And I also have to play for indie games, so I'm gonna move a little bit faster. You probably guys don't even care, so I'm gonna move faster. So just talking about the things I did this year. One of the things I did this year was watching. I actually started the year reading the manga for this one, which is 2.5D Love something, right? DDC, I don't know what, like. Which is about a girl that cosplays and a guy that it's like a super otaku that only likes 2D girls. But this girl likes to cosplay his waifu, and she looks like the real deal, but in real life. So the guy is confused about like, oh, can waifus be 2.5 dimensions? I don't know. Like, I know it sounds a little bit silly, but it's actually very fun. It's actually very wholesome. And let's play a little bit of a game. While I'm talking about this manga and anime, which I've been watching the anime also, so this is a double entry. I'm gonna ask you guys, which one of these girls it's my waifu? Like, which one is my favorite girl? You can choose 2 of them, and I'm gonna tell you which one is number 2 and which one is number 1. But you can only choose 2 of them. So yeah, these guys start like cosplaying, and other girls arrive because it's a kind of like harem anime, right? And so they're like, other girls join. They also cosplay. Everyone is in love with this guy because that's how anime works. But it actually takes a deep dive into cosplay and otaku culture, and it also deals with like fake otaku people, which is something I love because not everyone. I love to gatekeep things. Just to be clear, this girl, for example, this one and this one are the same one. This one and this one are the same one. It's just cosplaying, right? This one and this one are the same but cosplaying, and these ones are the same but cosplaying. So yeah, very good anime. I mean, if you don't like ecchi, you probably will not enjoy it that much because it has a bunch of ecchi, which is part of the comedy, and I enjoyed that type of comedy. But if you don't, you're probably not gonna like it. But I recommend you guys at least give it a try. I will watch it on stream, but it's a little bit lewd. I mean, I'm not showing anything on stream, but I think it's too lewd to be talking about that on like a watch along. Plus, I already watched it, so yeah, and I already read the manga, so I also know what's going to happen. You say the pigtail girl and the black hair one, or the one with glasses. Well, you would be right, but you will be wrong because my favorite one from this anime, it's obviously this girl. You know, it looks like something I would like. She looks scared and she looks small. That sounds kind of weird. But yeah, but she looks really cute, and this one is actually like a sort of like hikikomori, and she's not good at talking with people. So I just like her because she reminds me of myself. And I like this one because she's hot. I know you guys will go for this one, like, oh, Moriko likes this one because it has big titties and glasses, right? But I'm actually not so obsessed with big titties. What's ecchi? It's the pronunciation of the letter H in Japanese. So if you write the letter H, it's spelled ecchi. It's a not. If I don't know how to describe it without using words that I don't want to use. It's like soft core. You guys understand what I'm trying to say, right? It's like soft core. There is no heavy stuff implied. It's not corn. It's not corn. There's not anything remotely related to corn. But there's panty shots, and there's like horny baiting and stuff like that, right? It's a spicy. It's a spicy. Yeah, that's the word. It's a spicy. That's ecchi. Ecchi. It's a spicy anime. It's well seasoned anime. So I like this too. I like this too. This is the two types of girls I like, because you can see this one seems like to be pretty confident in here, but she's not that much when she's cosplaying, right? And this one, it's the other way around. She doesn't seem to be that confident when she's not cosplaying, but she gains confidence when she's cosplaying, right? So they are like opposites, and I love that kind of stuff, right? I just like shy girls. Actually, if you take these two, just these two types, that's my favorite type of girl. Anyway, let's move on. So I did enjoy this manga. I did enjoy this anime. It's really cool. If you like that kind of thing, give it a try. If you like cosplay, if you like otaku culture, give it a try. It's gonna be amazing. It speaks to the actual heart of like real otaku people like me that really like anime and not fucking posers. Anyway, let's continue. You guys may remember me also watching Golden Kamuy, right? Which is such a bunch of old men and a little girl. Maybe I should have chosen a better picture for this. But yeah, I was actually surprised by Golden Kamuy because I didn't thought I would like it at the beginning. It was like it didn't seem like my kind of thing. But by the end of the anime, I didn't finish this one. I had yet to read the manga and watch the season I'm missing. But by the end of the watch-alongs of Golden Kamuy, I feel like I watched something as good as Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, to be specific. And if you know anything about anime, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is one of the best ones. I think everyone likes it. It's such quality, and I do feel Golden Kamuy is that high quality, right? I think it's one of the best things. Sadly, I think it's cancelled or something, but the anime, right? I think the manga is already done, but such high quality. I intend on finishing this one. I like the characters. The stories are good. A little bit too much homosexual jokes for me. That's not my kind of joke. But it's not too heavy-handed, and honestly, the anime compensates with other stuff, so it's okay. It has a really nice cast of characters. I fucking hate this guy, by the way, and I fucking hate this guy. And this guy is kind of cool, but I fucking hate this guy too. I fucking hate this guy. And this guy is cool. And this guy, I think this one's dead. But I like, spoiler alert. And then this guy is also really cool. This looks kind of like me. At the rate I'm having like white hairs, I'm gonna become like this in a couple of years. Yeah, the anime was on hiatus and no one knows if it will come back. Yeah, hopefully it does because I really enjoy it. I also watched the Ranma remake, whatever, and it has one of my favorite waifus. When I was just a little wee kid, I was a little kid, I didn't know any better or any worse, and I was just giving my first steps on anime. This was one of the first waifus I had. Look at her. Look, she's really angry and getting closer. She's angry. It's funny because the first time I experienced having a waifu, I don't exactly remember. I think it was like Sakura Card Captors or something like that. But it was Ranma. Like before I knew what a waifu was, I remember I was so madly in love with, as much as in love as you can be when you're a little kid, right? With Shampoo. Every time she was on scene, I was like, that's a cute girl. That's a beautiful girl. I want to spend time with her. I didn't know what a waifu was. I didn't know what, quote unquote, being in love was. I just knew I liked this one over all the other girls, right? She's so cute. Like, isn't she cute, guys? Because she's so cute. And I know people say like, oh, Shampoo is evil. Shampoo is mean. She's like weird. She's aggressive. She's just, but that's the kind of I like obsessive woman, right? And if they're cute, that's better, right? So I did enjoy the remake of Ranma. There's some stylistic decisions like they made with the art that I'm not fond, and it's more faithful to the manga, which is good. But then it's missing some parts I like from the original anime, and that makes me a little bit like confused about how much I like the remake. Shampoo is annoying. Shut up, you're gonna get banned from the... You cannot disrespect my waifus in this channel. Anyway, let's move on. We also watched Houseki no Kuni, but I already talked about that. I also watched Uzumaki, right? Yeah. This one was such a disappointment. for me and for everyone else, to be honest. The first episode of this anime, it's fucking gold. It's so good. Like, sorry about the short words, but it's so good. It's like chef kiss. It's like, this is perfect. I was a little bit preoccupied with, because they were using like 3D with some filters and effects, right? And I was worried, but it works really well. The first episode, sorry, the first episode was so good, like so incredibly good. I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be, like the kids say, peak. I'm gonna love this one. It's gonna be amazing. And then I watched episode 2 and I was like, okay, I'm starting to get worried. The quality is dropping, but it's not too bad. The stories are still good because it's Junji Ito, right? Episode 3 was fucking trash. The animation was a joke. Like it was made by one person practicing 3D on Blender, doing fan animations. Like it was so hideous. Like, it's even funny in some parts how bad it is. And I don't feel like they adapt, like, maybe because of time constraints, but they didn't adapt the story as good as it should have been. And it felt so underwhelming because it started so good and it ended so bad. And I just cannot like this anime just because they ruined the story, right? If you're gonna adapt what it's arguably the best story, I prefer Tomie, but if people like Uzumaki more, right? If you're gonna adapt what is arguably the best story of this author, just put more money into it. Make sure it's good before you release it, right? I know it was like Netflix and they wanted to release like every episode week or something, like weekly or something like that. But they ruined it. I also watched, early on the year, I watched Zombie 100, I think it's called, which is about this guy, which, look at that. Look at that. You're being eaten by this guy. You guys ever heard that? Are into that? Hopefully not, you guys are not into that. This guy, which there's a zombie apocalypse. Look at this girl. All the zombies are 3D. Also, a lot of these things, most of the things in this anime are 3D actually. Is this guy that the zombie apocalypse begins? He's just working every day and he hates working, and it's like Japanese culture of working that you're like killing yourself working for anything. And you don't have a social life. You can fall in love because you spend your entire day working and you just go home and drink and go to sleep and wake up and go to sleep, and it's fucking frustrating. And then the zombie apocalypse begins and this guy's like, fuck yeah, I don't have to work anymore. And that's one of the funniest things I have ever seen anyone say that it's relatable, right? Like, oh no, zombies are eating everyone. Damn, I don't have to work anymore. Fuck yeah, right? And the anime is like, yeah, killing zombies and escaping from the zombie apocalypse, right? But at the same time, it's like the freedom that comes when there's no more like society established for you, right? And you can do whatever you want. So it's a good anime. It's funny. It has a bunch of like visual gags, which it's funny if you like to see naked guys, buttholes. Even if you don't, it's funny. So if you guys want to have like a little bit of fun and watch a visually interesting anime, you can watch this one. It's funny. I also watched, as everyone did, Dungeon Meshi, right? It was funny. It was entertaining to watch. I wouldn't give it like, I think I gave this one anime of the year. No, I don't think I gave this one anime of the year, right? Which was my anime of the year? I already forgot. Anyway, it was nice. And I know people like, I think people overhype Dungeon Meshi. I think it was nice to see. I will give it like an 8 out of 10. I won't say it's the best anime I watched. It wasn't so engaging that I couldn't stop watching. I was like, yeah, it's time to watch Dungeon Meshi. Let's watch it. It wasn't like, oh my god, new episode, I'm gonna watch it, right? It was okay. But it's still worth a watch, I would say. They should animate Tomie just to psychologically scare people for like the Dungeon Meshi art that makes you feel like you're being cooked. Oh my god, that's true. Then I also watched Urusei Yatsura, which I just watched a couple of episodes. I don't think I ever finished the first season. And I really like Urusei Yatsura, the original one. You know, the old one. And I feel like they over-estylized this new anime. And it's like too Gen Z for me. Like they try to to gensify it a little bit too much, and I cannot relate anymore, and I just like keep wanting to go and watch the classic one instead of this one. The openings, like every opening has a dance because you have to make a dance for people to dance on TikTok, and they got the most trendy anime opening singer to get the most trendy song, so people would like do dances on TikTok, and they try to do like. Granted, the anime is still grounded on old times, like 80s, 90s, but I feel like they try to modernize too much. And then again, the same thing with Ranma, because I think it's the same studio doing Ranma, but I think in Urusei Yatsura it's a little bit more obvious. They try to over-stylize it to bring it up to speed with recent animes, and it's a little bit too much. And I don't think that the old manga style of Rumiko Takahashi works with this new type of animation they are doing. And it just, maybe it's because I'm too attached to old anime, right? I'm old. I just like 80s and 90s anime more, and like early 2000s anime. So this new style of animation, this new style of coloring, using a bunch of 3D, using a bunch of like exaggerated expressions, not the classic anime exaggerated expressions, like using this saturation of colors. It's good to experiment with new animation, otherwise it becomes boring, but I just didn't like it. Maybe I'm gonna finish it because I still like the story. They switch a little bit from the old anime, so maybe I'm still gonna give it a try. But I didn't finish it this year, but it was something I watched this year. I also watched this one that was called. This is a manga picture, but I watched the anime. It's called Pluto, I think, which is like a prequel to Astrobot. Which I think this one is Astrobot, right? Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Anyway, it was a good story. It was more serious than I'm used to. It was like a really serious anime, really like seinen, I think it is. It was okay. I wouldn't say it was my favorite. I'm not that into robots, so probably that's one of the reasons I didn't enjoy it that much. But if you like robots, you're probably gonna like it a lot. Another thing I watch, and maybe I didn't choose the right picture for this, but this one's called Skip and Loafer, right? And despite what you may think, because of the picture I choose, it's not an anime about feet. Actually, I think this is the only time on the anime they show feet. It's a romance anime, right? It's a shoujo anime about this girl and this guy, and she's clumsy and she's serious, and he's serious. Not the best one I have seen, but if you don't have anything else to watch, it's not like horrible, and you can spend like. The thing is, I didn't really like the characters. The anime looks cute, the story is just fine, but the characters are not that good. So I just like kind of got bored, and I did finish it, but I got bored by the end. So it's like a 6 out of 10, 5 maybe. And switching from anime to manga, I read this one, which is 100 Ghost Stories That Will Lead to My Own Death, which I think I recommended this one before. Look at this amazing art. You guys like this one? It's like something coming out from the kid. By Anji Matono, right? Which is a story and art by himself. This one is really good because it's a as you can guess from the title, 100 ghost stories, and this kid is telling them. It hasn't finished yet. I think they are from the. It should be done like in a couple of months because they are like in the 94th story right now. So it should be done soon, and I can't wait to see the ending of this manga. It's so good. Each episode, it's an horror anthology, so each episode it's a different horror story, but at the same time it has a couple of like pages talking about the story of the kid that is telling you the stories. So it's at the same time an horror anthology and a standalone story for something completely different, and it's really, really good. Like if you guys like reading spooky stories with spooky illustrations, you're gonna love this one. Please give it a try. I recommend it. It's one of the few mangas I kept reading over this year. I also started reading Dead Rock. Yeah, I think it's Dead Rock, which is the new manga by my favorite mangaka Hiro Mashima, and I'm sad to say that it's not good. Like, I don't know if this guy ran out of ideas, if he's too tired because he's been working on like 4 mangas for the longest time, or like 3 mangas, I don't know. Um, the characters are fine, but the story's a mess. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, it's probably, knowing this guy, the story's probably gonna get better the more episodes that come out. But I don't like saying that, right? It's when people tell you like, oh, you just have to watch 500 episodes of One Piece and you're gonna like it. No, a story needs to be good from the beginning. And just because I like the mangaka, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. The story is not good. I wouldn't read it. Like, if I wasn't a fan, I wouldn't be reading. The story takes some elements from both Fairy Tail and Eden Zero, which is the previous mangas from the author. But I guess it takes too much inspiration from them. They're probably happening in the same universe, which we know Eden Zero and Fairy Tail happens on the same universe, so this one probably does too, because of some references that had been shown. But the thing, as I mentioned, the characters don't really have personality. Like, this guy, it's just like, at this point, generic Hiromashima protagonist, right? It's like a half dragon guy with powers, and honestly, you're making another dragon after Natsu was a dragon already. Like, come on, try something new, man. I mean, I love you, I love your art, I love your manga. This other girl that you guys cannot see because I'm kind of blocking, this one, it's just like Natsu and Lucy on the same character. It's just like, it's Genki, she has fire powers, but she has the titties, right? And granted, this anime doesn't have that much fan service. This manga, I'm sorry. This guy was so disappointing because it was like, oh, this guy has a big sword and it's gonna do things, and it dies in the second episode. And then it gets brought back to life by this girl, which is a necromancer, which is by far the most interesting character because she's a necromancer. She shows her feet a lot, which is not related to anything, but that's something I like. She can revive people, and she's also an undercover cop. So I will say this character is the most interesting in the entire manga so far. This guy also showed promise because, you know, it's like a wolf, like a Fenrir, like a nice wolf, and it has like a katana, and it's exactly the kind of character I would like. And it fucking dies in like the 5th episode, like, and he doesn't come back to life. He just dies and disappears. And it's been like 5, 6, 7, 8 chapters without him appearing. These two guys, this bird, it's actually a hot girl, which I like, but it's not shown in this picture. And this guy is just like comic relief. And sometimes he does something with the hammer, which this guy is supposed to be like Thor, but it doesn't do anything. So no one in this entire picture does anything except for the protagonist that hasn't done that much except killing the enemies because he's the protagonist. This one, which again seems to be the most interesting character, and it's not just because I like how she looks. And the other ones are like yet to prove themselves. I guess the bird, it's also nice because she's like a dark wizard, which is related to Fairy Tail, but that's about it. And the character design, aside from these two, it's not banger. So hopefully, if they cannot fix it by like a couple of months into next year, they just cancel it and let this guy try something different, because it's not it. So I would not recommend reading this one if you don't like other works by Hiro Mashima. Then I also been reading this manga, and this was the last ecchi picture I could find about this, which is called Aitsuno Kanojo, which is like his girlfriend, right? And I'm gonna just say it as it is. It is a Netorare manga, which is, you know what Netorare is, just hopefully, right? This guy, it's kind of in love with his childhood friend, which is this girl. But this girl, it's also his childhood friend, obviously, but also the girlfriend of his other childhood friend and best friend. But obviously the guy is like, oh no, this is the girlfriend of my best friend. I'm not gonna have feelings for her. I'm not gonna do anything. But then this girl gets like super horny and starts cheating on her boyfriend with the protagonist. And the protagonist is like, oh no, anyway, let's do it because I also love you, right? And it's more morally complex than what it was. Like, how can I say this? You wouldn't expect teenagers to be this like morally gray and actually think about the consequences and stuff. And it's not just fan service. Yeah, it has a lot of fan service. It's an anime at the end of the day, and there's a bunch of other girls that are also in love with the protagonist because, of course, that's manga for you. But it's actually pretty interesting. I'm not gonna lie, I like the art. The girls look pretty cute. It gets really spicy sometimes, but the story is interesting. So if you like that kind of thing, give it a try. I also been reading this one, which is also pretty ecchi, by the way. This one, it's how is the fucking name of this one? I know the name. It's I don't know what. It says it right here, but it's Kimigami Tenda. I forgot the rest of the name, and I don't want to spend 3 hours trying to read this because I'm not good at reading Japanese. But it's I like to see you embarrassed. It's the name of this manga, and it's about a guy that likes to film movies because his dad was like a movie director, and he likes to do spicy movies because he doesn't like to do spicy movies, but he ends up doing spicy movies because there's this one exhibitionist girl in his school and she likes to be recorded while doing spicy things. So this guy is like, yeah, let's do spicy recordings because that's gonna let me practice from when I actually want to do like real movies. And this one's more ecchi than the previous one. This one has incredible characters. This one was my favorite because I came from like despising her to actually liking her. Like, I hate this girl, then I felt bad for her, and then I hated a little bit, and then I felt bad for her again, and then I now love her. Yeah, it's very complex, right? At the end of the day, it's pretty ecchi, as you can tell from this illustration, right? This is like a teacher at school, I think, which is it's also likes to. Everyone loves the protagonist because again, it's manga for you, right? That's manga for you, and it's more complex than it seems to. I'm not gonna lie, this is mostly for the ecchi, but I actually like the story. It gets like ridiculously spicy, but also like in a comedic way too. It's not just like lewd for the sake of lewdness. And again, if you don't like lewdness, skip this one because it's mostly lewdness. But if you like it, give it a try. You're late. Are you okay? Everything's okay. I didn't find any big pictures for this one. I think I'm not gonna zoom in on this one actually. Let's leave it like that. This one's called Zombie Girl Party. I just recently started reading this one like last week. It's about zombies. It has a bunch of ecchi too. Maybe too much, even for me. I think it's too much ecchi, but it has zombies in it. It has girls with guns, and I like that. I'm gonna switch pictures because that one was too lewd. And of course, one of the most important things of this year for me was the end of Eden Zero, which it's arguably a much better manga than Death's Rock. It's also by Hiromashima. Incredible cast of characters, and we can play the game too. Which one of these? It's my waifu, guys. You can guess. You can guess waifu number 1 and waifu number 2. Come on. Meanwhile, I'm gonna talk about the manga. This manga was really a journey because I was so excited when it started because Fairy Tail had just ended. 100 Years Quest was about to begin. But it was like a new manga from my favorite mangaka, right? And I was like, yeah, I want to read this one. The one with the black hair, it's a boy. That's Chiki. I was so excited when this manga started, right? And I started reading it. The setting was good. The characters were good. I'm not gonna spoil anything in case you guys want to read it, but about at the middle of the story, the author pulls something like how can I say this? I don't want to say an ass pull because that's kind of disrespectful, but it pulls one of the weirdest time shenanigans, like Deus Ex Machina stuff I have ever read in my entire life. It was not good, man. Like, I know he tried. It makes sense. Like, given the story, it makes sense. I understand why he did that. It kind of works, but it also kind of doesn't. And it kind of killed the story for me because it seems like the story was going somewhere, and then he did a 180, and then he was going like the other way around, and then he did another 180, and it's just like going the same way it was going at the beginning, but from a different route. And it just, like, as much as I like the characters, it just started making no sense. And you have to wait like a week or two just to be more confused than last time. And yeah, at the end of the day, he explains it. It makes sense. It's not like there's plot holes or anything. But the thing is, I feel he was writing a story at the beginning. He didn't know what to do with the story after a few chapters. And he just started making stuff up while writing it, which is how most mangas work, but in this case it didn't work. And I understand the manga finished early because it was going nowhere and they just needed to finish it. I did like the characters. Obviously, my favorite character, guys, it's Homura, which is this one. You know, when someone has black hair and she's cute and she's like dressed like in Japanese clothes, you know I'm gonna like her. And my actually these two are my waifus. These two are my waifus because I also like lollies. But this guy is actually really cool, and the power systems of this manga are also really good. They have something that's called a nether gear. Actually, these ones, like the one with green hair, the lolly, and the nun, actually robots. This guy is also a robot, obviously. Don't call the cops on me, please. So yeah, if you like shonen adventures, give this one a try. It has the usual fan service you will expect. Pino, it's also really cute. It's not my waifu, but it's granted Pino, it's really cute. She's called EM Pino, you know, like an EMP, but Pino. And she has the power of an EMP. Like, it can deactivate robots. It's really cool. And it's about space, it's about robots, it's shonen battles, like incredible powers and destruction. But also has a good plot, so if you like shonen, please give this one a try. I think that's the last one. Yeah, that's the last thing I have to talk about. So I guess some final words are needed for this stream. Let me move in here. Yeah. Yeah, about here. So I don't want to be corny. I don't want to make this stream longer than it needs to be. So I'm just gonna say this. Happy New Year, guys. I know it's not quite yet, but you can watch this stream during New Year's if you want to. It was not the best year for me. It was not the worst. I think I managed to do things decently, both on stream and outside of streaming. Hopefully you guys have a good year too. I know 2024 was not the best, and we haven't been having the best years since like 2020, obviously, with pandemic and everything that happened. And you know, with like politics stuff that I'm not gonna like stain this stream with politics, right? But with how things are going in real life, I know we don't have a lot of hope for the future, right? I know like things look bad, things look grim, everything is so expensive, a bunch of things that we love are dying or like losing their shine and everything. But all we can do is try, right? And we can do our best. I'm sure, you know, they say things get worse before they get better, right? So they are the worst they can be right now. I'm sure they're gonna get better soon. Let's have some hope. In the meantime, I'm still gonna be streaming until something really bad happens and I cannot physically or like somehow stream. I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna keep playing indie games. I'm gonna keep trying to keep supporting indie developers at the best of my abilities. And hopefully you guys keep coming to my streams. Hopefully more people come to the streams. Hopefully we can have like a decent community that helps each other, because I think that's a nice way of dealing with the bad of the world, right? If we make like a good community in here, maybe we can help each other, because as much as I would like to help everyone, I don't think I can. So if I can at least make people help each other in this community, that would be nice. Let's do our best next year too, right? Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year, Alts. Happy New Year, Murimi. Happy New Year to anyone, Han Solo, anyone that's watching this stream after the fact. I appreciate it a lot, and let's see how it goes next year, right? Hopefully we can have a better end of the year stream next year, properly, with more people and more surprises and stuff like that. And don't tell me how I know it, but I know next year it's gonna get better. We get like World War III and everyone dies because I just say that, right? But trust me, it's gonna be better. We just need to hold on the first couple of months while it's really, really bad, and then it's gonna get a little bit better, right? We're gonna have great games this year, you know? We have like new announcements for amazing AAA games this year. There's a bunch of like indie games coming too. There's a bunch of great anime, great movies. You know, life will go on. We can watch anime, we can watch movies, we can play games. Hopefully we can still afford food, and everything's gonna be nice. Now, if you will be kind enough to look at Emoto, she's happy too, right? She's happy to look at how happy she is. She can wait for next year too. So yeah, that will be all of what I have to say for this stream. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you in next year or next indie game or next stream. or whatever I decide to do with this channel this year or the next one. Happy New Year. Enjoy your 2025. Say goodbye to 2024. Kick it in the ass and move on. And I will see you guys in the next stream, in the game, or whatever I decide to do with this channel. I will see you later.